Right, moving over to this now. Joubert and Wessel Botha are basking in the glory of winning the SANI2C men's race, which took place in the KwaZulu-Natal heartland. It's a miracle that the province was able to stage the three-day race, of course, given the disastrous flooding that took place quite recently. Now, I'm delighted to have both Marku and Wessel join us via Zoom. One of them is in Joubert and the other one joins us from Pretoria. So I'm sure the one who's in Pretoria knows the weather that we're currently experiencing here in Gauteng. Gentlemen, thanks to both of you for joining us today, and also congratulations on the win. Before we talk about the actual SANI2C, and I think I want to start with Marku, because I think this was about a week ago that you won. So have you had some downtime? You know, there's a lot of adrenaline when you win. There's a lot of preparation going into stuff like this, and I'm sure you guys were very, very exhausted. It is 260 kilometers. So have you had some downtime since then? Have you had some time to also celebrate this win?
Yeah, well, in our field, sort of downtime would consist of just riding a bit easier. So this week, yeah, I didn't do any real hard rides, just sort of riding two hours every day, just spinning the legs. We've got SA marathon champs coming up next weekend, so yeah, SANI2C was a good test for the legs and as well for the spirits. I mean, me and Wessel took the win, so yeah, we're both in good spirits and feeling good.
So on that note, Marku, let me just stay with you, because I actually was going to ask you later on what the pair of you or individually you're planning to do next. And you've just said that you're planning on doing the SA Marathon Champs, which is next week. So for the benefit of our viewers, how long exactly is that? I mean, distance-wise, and how is your preparation going for that as well, Marku?
So the race would be 85 kilometers, looking at about probably 3.5 hours of race time. And yeah, we'll have SA's best mountain bikers there to battle it out. I mean, everyone wants to wear the SA jersey and represent that jersey at all the amazing races we do. Preparation has been super good. Earlier this year, my team and I managed to take the African jersey at the APSA Cape Epic and as well win a stage, which was absolutely huge for us. And now to follow that result up with a good winning the SANI2C with Wessel was also flipping good. So yeah, we're stoked with the preparation, and I think it's just good things to come.
Winning streak for you. Congratulations there, Marku. Wessel, let's move over to you. Talk to us about what the race was like. And I'm talking about the SANI2C. What was the experience like for you guys? I actually saw that Clint Seller, who's the SA Superbike champion, I know him for superbikes, and I was quite surprised to see on his Instagram that he actually also was in the SANI2C, and he posted about how grueling it was. So I'm quite interested to know from you, what was the race like, and also tell us about the importance of having a partner, the importance of the partnership during a race.
Yeah, SANI is always super tough racing. It's a three-day race, but I think every mountain biker in SA knows. So yeah, there's always tough. All the top competition is there, and yeah, this year me and Marco took part, and yeah, it's definitely always yeah, good to have a partner that you connect with and can have a good few days of racing. The first day of SANI is always super fast and came down to a sprint this year, and then on stage 2 is where the real racing gets made, where you drop down into the Umkomaas Valley and have a big climb out of the valley again. And yeah, we managed to get some time on the second stage, and then yeah, the third stage just get safe to the ocean, and happy to take our first win together. And yeah, Marco's always a great partner, and we had a good time out there.
So are there any, Wessel, and I think I actually want to ask both of you the same question, but I'll stay with you, Wessel. Any changes or any improvements that you want to make to your bike? I mean, the pair of you have been cycling for quite some time, but I'm sure each time that you cycle and you have different races, you have different experiences and stuff like that. So do you ever feel that maybe you might want to change some of the specs when it comes to your bike for your next race, whatever that next race might be? Any changes you want to make, Wessel?
Yeah, we've got super great equipment. We're riding on giant bikes, and yeah, throughout the year we don't change a lot. For SANI, we'll put a bigger chainring on, a 38 tooth chainring, and yeah, maybe tires throughout the season here and there, change it a bit, but for the most part, we ride the same setup. That's what we're comfortable with, and yeah, it's worked out well, so yeah, we're sticking with it.
Marco, before you also ask the same question, I hear Wessel speaking about changing the tyres a few times during the season, and I think sometimes we also might take for granted the amount of tyres that you also might go through when it comes to cycling. I think we picture people going through tyres very quickly if you look at things like superbikes or if you look at things like drag racing. So on that point that Wessel has just made, what is it like when you're actually cycling? I mean, how fast do you guys go through tyres? What is wear and tear like for you as a cyclist?
So just looking at a race like SANI2C, we weren't changing our tires that much because the terrain was quite smooth. But if you look at a race like the Absa Cape Epic, we were changing tires probably every second day. So that race is really grueling on the equipment. And then I think on an average sort of cycle, we'll change tires every month. They just get worn out from training and stuff. So I mean, we ride a lot, but especially at races, you know, we don't want to take chances with equipment failing. So we'll always try to ride everything as new as possible.
And on that note, Marco, I'm sure the cost is then quite expensive. So talk to us also about the importance of sponsorships. I'm not sure what sponsors the pair of you do have on board, or even just individually, if you do have any. But I mean, if you're changing tires that often, what is that cost actually like? And what is the importance then of having a financial boost from someone like a sponsor?
Yeah, the cost involved with cycling it's quite a lot. I think anyone that owns a bicycle and rides for fun even knows it's quite an expensive sport. We're lucky to have Imbuco and Type Dev that's on board sponsoring the team. That's the two main financial sponsors. And we also have, like, we call it the second tier sponsors, just guys giving us equipment and that sort of stuff to get around yearly. And those will include Giant bicycles, giving us our bicycles and making sure that's sorted. I mean, that's probably the most important tool for our job. And then going on the tires, we've got Schwalbe tires, Ikambi, that's giving us that. And there's a whole list. I think if you guys want to get involved with the team, go check out our social media feeds. It's in Imbuco, Type Dev. Yeah, you'll find all you'll need to know about the team on there.
Thank you so much for that. We have run out of time, but very quickly before we go, let me end off with you, Wessel. We've just heard Marco mention how expensive it is, and I think that there are a lot of kids who, are at home and they're watching and they actually would love to be cycling. And if you look at the three most popular sporting codes in our country, we're looking at rugby, soccer, as well as cricket. So for you as a cyclist, Wessel, what does the future of cycling in South Africa look like for you?
Yeah, I think the future of cycling in South Africa, it's cycling grown a lot over the last few years. I started out in the school league racing in high school, and yeah, progressed from there into a professional team. And yeah, there's a lot of strong youngsters coming up now. Also for us winning SANI2C, it's like a new face on the podium as well, with a lot of older guys almost phasing out a bit. So yeah, I think we've really got a strong new generation coming up, and hopefully with our team and other teams supporting younger riders, we can have South Africans on the top step, even on the international circuit.
Thank you so much for that. And once again, a big congratulations to both of you.